The summer of 1970 was peaceful in southern Sweden, especially around Lake Anten. The days were long, the air was warm, and the gentle hum of nature filled the countryside. Locals and visitors alike found comfort in the familiar rhythms of the season, as if nothing could disturb the serenity that had settled over the region. The lake, near Alingsås, was a haven for families and nature lovers. Children played along the shore, couples strolled beneath the trees, and fishermen cast their lines into the still waters, hoping for a quiet afternoon catch. No one expected this tranquil spot to become the center of a national mystery. The calm was so complete that even the smallest ripple on the water seemed noteworthy. On July 18th, the sky was clear and life was ordinary, until something extraordinary appeared. The day began like any other, with the promise of sunshine and laughter, but it would end with questions that echoed far beyond the lake's edge. The world was already fascinated by space, with the Apollo missions fueling imaginations everywhere. People gathered around televisions, marveling at humanity's reach for the stars, and wondering what mysteries the universe might still hold. This was the perfect backdrop for what would become one of Sweden's most puzzling UFO cases. The sense of wonder about the cosmos was already in the air, making the events at Lake Anten feel both surreal and strangely possible. Unlike fleeting lights, this event involved a physical object witnessed by many. Eyewitnesses would later recall the shock and disbelief as they saw something unexplainable descend toward the water. The possibility of real evidence, a crashed object in the lake, set the stage for a search that would grip the nation. Authorities, scientists, and curious onlookers all converged on Lake Anten, hoping to uncover the truth beneath its surface. The calm of Lake Anten was about to be shattered, and the world would be watching. News crews arrived, and soon, the quiet lakeside was buzzing with speculation and anticipation. What happened next would challenge beliefs and leave more questions than answers. The incident would spark debates, inspire theories, and haunt the memories of those who witnessed it firsthand. The story of Lake Anten was about to begin. Its waters would hold secrets that, even decades later, continue to fascinate and mystify. And it would never be forgotten, forever marking Lake Anten as the site of Sweden's most enduring cosmic riddle. On a quiet evening by Lake Anten, a group of locals gathered at the water's edge, enjoying the peaceful Swedish landscape. Suddenly, their attention was drawn skyward as a silent, cigar-shaped object glided over the lake, moving with an unnatural smoothness that immediately unsettled those watching. The object had no wings, no visible engines, and seemed to defy the laws of flight. It moved with eerie precision, as if guided by an intelligence unknown to the witnesses. As the metallic craft hovered, it became clear that something was wrong. It began to descend rapidly, yet its movement remained controlled, almost deliberate, as if it was making a final approach. Dozens of people watched in disbelief as the object crashed into Lake Anten, sending a massive plume of water and steam high into the air. The scene was both mesmerizing and terrifying. The impact was powerful, creating waves that rippled across the lake and a loud hissing sound as the metal met the cold water, echoing across the shoreline. Then, as quickly as it had appeared, the object vanished beneath the surface, leaving behind only ripples, a faint mist, and a crowd of stunned, silent witnesses. Their stories matched almost perfectly. Each described a silent, metallic craft, a dramatic crash, and then nothing but the lingering sense of awe and confusion. These were ordinary people, not UFO enthusiasts or thrill-seekers, and their consistent accounts forced local authorities to take the incident seriously and launch an official investigation. The mystery only deepened as rumors spread. What exactly had they witnessed that night over Lake Anten? Was it a secret military craft, or something not of this world? The search for answers began immediately, as teams scoured the lake, determined to uncover the truth behind the extraordinary event. The Swedish military responded swiftly, launching a major search operation at Lake Anten. Their mission was clear: to uncover the truth behind the mysterious object that had reportedly crashed into the water. Teams of divers suited up and entered the chilly depths, while sonar equipment swept the lake bed for any sign of wreckage. Patrol boats crisscrossed the surface, their crews scanning the water with intense focus, determined not to miss a single clue. Hopes soared among the search teams and onlookers alike. Many believed they were on the verge of a historic discovery that could finally explain the strange events at Lake Anten. But as days stretched into weeks, the optimism began to fade. Despite relentless effort, nothing was found. No wreckage, no debris, not even a single fragment to suggest what had fallen from the sky. The object seemed to have vanished, without a trace, as if it had never existed at all. The lake remained eerily calm, holding its secrets beneath the surface. Authorities were left baffled. How could something so large and dramatic simply disappear, leaving no evidence behind? The mystery deepened with every unanswered question. Eventually, with no new leads and mounting frustration, the official search was called off. The case was closed, at least on paper, though many remained unsatisfied. For the witnesses who had seen the object plunge into the lake, the lack of evidence was deeply frustrating. Their stories were met with skepticism, and their questions went unanswered. The public too was left with only questions. Newspapers buzzed with speculation, and the incident became a topic of heated debate across Sweden. The Lake Anten incident soon became a classic unsolved mystery, joining the ranks of Sweden's most puzzling cases. The absence of proof only made the story more compelling, fueling rumors and theories that persist to this day. What really happened beneath those calm waters? The truth remains hidden, waiting for someone to uncover it. The Lake Anten crash dominated headlines across Sweden. Media coverage was intense, turning the quiet lake into a national sensation. Reporters interviewed witnesses and followed the military search closely. The incident sparked a wave of UFO sightings and public fascination. People debated the mystery everywhere, and the story became part of Swedish folklore. The credible witnesses and serious response set this case apart. Even after the search ended, interest only grew. The Lake Anten UFO became a symbol of the unknown. The story was retold for years, fueling imaginations and speculation. It remains a cultural touchstone in Sweden. Decades later, the Lake Anten mystery endures. Officially nothing was found, but theories abound. Some suggest a rare natural phenomenon, others a secret military craft. The most captivating idea? An extraterrestrial visitor. The silent flight, strange shape, and disappearance all point to something beyond our understanding. The case remains open, the lake still holding its secrets. Witnesses stand by their stories, and the questions linger. The Lake Anten incident reminds us how much we still don't know. What do you believe happened that day? The answer may still lie beneath the surface.